Hello, I'm Warren Tittle. I'm a bilateral lung transplant recipient.
My name is Linda Tittle, and I went through the journey of the lung transplant with my husband, and we're just so grateful that he's done so well.
I was diagnosed with idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis in April of 2007, and that began the journey toward a lung transplant. I had a disease that would take my life over time, so being incurable, it made me think an awful lot. It made me think about death and dying, so I made peace with myself in that manner.
He'd always been a man who did a lot of things around the house. Woodworking was one of his hobbies, and he could paint or take things apart. Those kinds of things were much more difficult for him. Even some of those things he'd try to do with the oxygen, and I'd oftentimes find him on the back of his pickup truck in the garage, just laid out, kind of resting. So the level of doing things, there was a lot more napping, taking a rest during the day, sometimes 2 rests during the day. On his behalf, though, he did still keep volunteering. He would take his oxygen along with him and get into his car and go volunteer for 4 hours. Then when he came home, he'd pretty much be zapped out and, would rest for a couple hours.
The best example I can give you of life after my transplant is I just 2 weeks ago sold a truck, and I completely washed and waxed it in 3 hours. The last time I did that, it took me 2 days.
Yeah, we're now able to travel. The doctor has given him the okay to be able to go on a cruise.
My wife, absolutely, Linda, I might have survived it without her, but I would not have survived it nearly as well. I was always close to her, but now I'm closer.
It definitely, he went through having the transplant, but I feel like a part of me definitely was going through the transplant. And I talked to everyone, in the grocery lines and everything, about, are people a donor? I can't believe how much and how important it is to someone's life until it affects your loved one. And I've always been a donor, and if the opportunity ever presented itself, I would gladly, tell anyone and everyone, be a donor and make a difference in many people's lives.
I think it's important to be a donor for the good you can do for so many people. Since you can impact the life of possibly 60 people, that's huge with regard to what one individual can do.
Give the gift of life.